Hello, everybody, and welcome to week number 3 of our 22-week listing journey. I'm really excited about this week, so let's dive in. This week, we're talking about expired listings in a little bit different way than I've ever talked about them before. So we're talking about what I'm calling long expireds. These are expireds that have been expired for 6 to 24 months ago. And we all know why they probably expired, right? Is price, which can be a problem if you're going to list it right after it expired. But if in the current market, it expired 6 to 24 months ago, then guess what? Now, with rising prices, those homes might be accurately priced for the market. Maybe you'll have to do a little research to find out, but I think this is really exciting because usually when a house expires, there's a flurry of agent activity. And the truth is most agents don't stick with it. So there's this flurry of activity that happens right after something expires. Agents are calling, agents are mailing, agents are door knocking, but within a month or two, that all goes away and dies down. And really, if we're being honest, within 2 weeks, it probably dies down quite a bit. So by going back 6 to 24 months, you are going to be the last agent standing if they are still thinking about selling, which I think is really an exciting opportunity to pick up a couple of listings. So let's dive into what you need to do tactically to get these listings. So I'm sharing my screen, and the first thing we're going to do is take a look at Matrix so that we can set up your search. So you're going to check the expired box over here, and you're going to be going 6 to 24 months back. So I went from 6/1/2020 to December 31, 2021 is what I have chosen here. I put in Carmel, that's where I live. That's the market I know and love. So that's the one I'm going to focus on. And then it's no secret, I don't like condos. So I took condos out and I took leases out. And you can see I still have 223 matches. So that's a lot to pick through. So I'm going to check the results. And what I'm going to do very quickly here, take a look at the house. Do I like the house? Do I think I can sell it? I'm going to check the tax record really quickly. Come on, tax record. Here we go. And I'm going to scroll down and just see, was there, oh, look, here's a great one. It sold 11/23/2021 to Sat Car Holdings. So this coming off my list. It's already resold. So they were willing to sell. And look, they did not use a realtor when they sold. They sold directly to an investor. So that's an opportunity that was missed for every realtor out there. And I didn't even plan that, you guys. It just happened. So, okay, let's go back to Matrix. I'm not going to check the box on this one because I'm crossing it off. Let's take a look at the next one. And I'm going to quickly check the tax record. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Scrolling down, this one, the last time it sold was 2015, so it is available. Now I'm just going to take a peek at the history by clicking the clock. Let's make sure that it's actually expired, because remember, if it's in withdrawn, you cannot reach out to them. It is actually expired. It has not been listed by another agent. So this is one where I'm going to check the box. And I'm going to keep doing that for all 232 listings. And once I have the boxes checked, now I'm going to go ahead and export this into a spreadsheet so that I have the seller's name and I can start my process. So once I've exported it into a spreadsheet, my next step is going to be to write a handwritten note. Okay, so handwritten note, you can kind of see it there. And I will tell you, it took me 3 different iterations. So this was my first attempt and I read through it and I was like, oh, I didn't have a call to action in there. So that one gets ripped up. The second one, I had a call to action, but I ran out of room. So I ripped it up. And now my third one, this is exactly what I said. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Smith, in my recent neighborhood search, I noticed your home didn't sell in January 2021. With home prices rapidly rising, You might be surprised by your home's current value if you are still willing to sell. Please call me to discuss a time I could swing by for a quick tour to see if I have a buyer for your home. You could also check your home's current value at homevalues.talktotucker.com/Angela.rab. Looking forward to seeing your home, Angela. I am going to put this with my business card into an envelope, and yep, you guessed it, that envelope is going to be handwritten. So handwritten address, and I'm going to put a real stamp on it, because guess what? This looks like a party invitation, and who doesn't want to open a party invitation? And really, it is a party, because we're going to sell their home for more than they thought they probably could get for it. Because 6 months ago, 12 months ago, 18 months ago, they couldn't get that price for that home, but maybe they can now. So now what? I've sent this one handwritten card. I've gotten their attention. They've probably opened it and looked at it and read it. Now I'm going to follow that up with an expired campaign. So you're just going to type expired into the search box and the Tucker toolbox. And you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different postcards you can choose from. Now, some of these are my favorite, these ones down at the bottom, and I would alternate these with testimonials. So for example, postcard number 7 would be, you didn't use a full-time realtor. Postcard number 8 for me might be a testimonial. And then I would go back to reason number 2, your home didn't sell. Postcard reason number 3, your home didn't sell for me, would be a testimonial. You didn't use Angela, and then so on and so forth. So I'm just going to pop these postcards out. In fact, as soon as I'm sending this out, I'm going to go ahead and print labels for all 11 postcards that I'm going to send them. And I am going to start sending these postcards 1 time a week. So they're going to get 1 postcard a week from me for 11, 12 weeks, which puts me right into the spring market when they could sell for maybe even more. So this has 2 distinct advantages to it. 1, you might get an outright listing out of it. 2, you might find a home for your buyer who is struggling to find a home. So either way, it could be a win-win for you. Now, I also, if you're really bold, after you do your postcard campaign, if you haven't heard from them, you could do a door knock if you wanted. And if I'm going to do a door knock, I'm going to go ahead and get the yellow Tucker bag. Remember, you get 150 free from marketing. You have to request them. Just send an email to marketing@talktotucker.com and say, I want my yellow Tucker bags for 2022, please. They'll courier them over to you. So I'm going to get that yellow Tucker bag, and under create marketing materials and presentations, I'm going to scroll down and click on the seller's book. Click create presentation. Once you click that create presentation, you've got some information that's autofilled, but you can edit it if you want in any way. Then you click generate presentation, and the presentation looks like this. You print it out in color, thick paper, comb bind it, put it in the Tucker bag, the yellow Tucker bag, and hang it on their doorknob with another note. And remember, by this time, we're probably in March or April. And so my handwritten note is going to say, I don't know, something to the effect of, the spring market is here. Things are really heating up. I don't have enough home for my buyers. If you're still interested in selling, I would love to come check your home out to see if it's a match for any of my buyers. So you've got this layered, nuanced approach. And why does this work? This works because it's really the 5th contact before a seller even kind of registers who you are and what you're asking them to do. So you've got 11, 12, maybe 13 contacts here, and 88% of sales are made after the 8th contact. So you're carrying on, you're going to be the last realtor standing. And if they're at all thinking about selling their home still, which many of them are, you're going to be the first one they reach out to, the first one they talk to. and you are going to be more likely to pick up that listing, or at the very least, maybe find a house for a buyer that you're struggling to find a house with. That's what I have for week 3 of 22 weeks of listing ideas. So I hope you're finding them useful, and have a great day.